Hello, welcome back to CJ Models. I'm back with our next kit to build. This is 132 scale MiG by Revell. It's a 29 UB GT. It's a twin-seater MiG, this one. However, I've already started this and I won't be doing the Russian version. We're going to do the Ukrainian Foxbot. Some people call it the jigsaw pattern. Some people call it the digi pattern. So call it what you like. Excuse the state of the box. I've had this kit a long time. I've started it. I picked it up. I've done all sorts to it. So you'll have to, right, what I'll do, I will go through everything. I'll show you what I've done so far. No room with this. So what we'll do, box is massive on this thing. So I got a feeling that's going to fall off here. And what I'll do, pull the chair out next to me. Right, and then we'll have that there. Okay, that's exactly what we'll do. Like I said, this is the Ukrainian Foxbot. Does it say digital? Ukrainian Air Force. Oh, all right, digital MiG camouflage pattern. So these are the paint masks for it. So as you can see, they're all cut out for you. They're all numbered. So we'll be using them. This is the decal sheet I've got for it. The 90. One thing I have learned with this is they're all different patterns depending on what version you're doing. Now I did notice, some of the decals have come out. So that's the decals and the camouflage pattern. I'll show you the plane. I have pulled all this to pieces because, like I said, I pre-started it. And if you hadn't noticed, I'm doing a single seater, so we're going to have to convert it from a twin to a single. As you can tell, it's a big plane. So all I did is I had started the cockpit, so I just pulled it open to start again. I don't know how well you'll see it, but some of the surface detail on this is fantastic. And all the wiring is there for you on the undercarriage. I've taken the air intakes off purely because I got photo etch, which I'm going to use. There's the undercarriage on the sides. I don't know if you can see the rivet detail, but there is a lot of it. So that's the plane itself. We're going to have to do a lot of work to get that up. Right, the amount of instructions I've got at the moment is ridiculous. So I won't show you all them. I won't show you that. That is the, no it's not. This is the exterior for the turbine and the fins, or air intake should I say. And there's the turbines and air for the intakes. So that's the exterior set I've got. What else? This is the seat belts for the seat, all in pre-coloured. These are all by Edward. Now, the pricing wise, I bought the kit at a show many years ago and I think I paid about £30 for it, and they're still on eBay for about the same, or your local model shops, I'm sure. These sets, this one was about £8. This one was £8.95. The only thing which was expensive was these masks. The decal sheet itself was about £27. I purchased this from eBay, and the mask set I purchased off eBay again. So that's the only place I could find it. Everywhere else was out of stock. So it must be coming out of production now. This is the interior set for the control panels. And I've already used some bits, which I'm going to have to use again. That's an empty packet from the old one. I will show you. These are the original kit decals. Which naturally I'm not using, and to be honest, I don't think they'd be any good now anyway. And that's purely, well, I've had the box open for so long. So let's start from the beginning. You can tell by all the fading on the instructions. It's been in the sun. So here's your brief description, your built aircraft, all your basic Revell instructions, all your warnings, what all the photos mean, repeat steps ×2, use tape, no glue required, all of them type of signs, bog standard. These are your paint callouts. As you can see, there's a lot which need mixing this and 3 colours of that, and no disrespect, but I won't be doing that. I'll find my own colours. These are the part callouts. Start with the cockpit and the turbine for the fan and the engine exhaust, sorry. There's not much detail in this. I suppose the instrument panel is okay. The seat is quite basic. This is why we got all the photo etch for it. And then we move on to the exhaust and the pipes, the air intakes, and then the undercarriage. And then the undercarriage legs, doors, the wings, which we've already done, and the tails and the elevators. Nothing in is hard, it's all straightforward. Yes, you could say they're not in colour, but it's an old kit now, so we're not going to whine about that. And then your fuel pods, your rockets, sidewinders. You'll have to work out what weapons this one's going to carry, because now we're getting on to the paint callouts and what version of the kit you want to do. If I was going to choose out the box, I would have chose the Russian one, because this one's quite basic, if you ask me, and I like the shark teeth on planes. Makes it look a bit more beefier. And there's your stencil callouts. So they're good instructions. Like to today's standards, it's not great. However, that's what I grew up with, so that's what I know. That's one of the elevators which has come off. So there's not much. Oh. Right, these are all the screws. I will show you. These are the intakes, which I need to do a bit of work on, because like I say, when I started this kit, I wasn't very experienced at that time. So instead of just leave it in the attic. Let's do something with it. In all fairness, they give you the option for a single seat tub and a twin seat tub. So they're in the box, so fair play to them for that one. The canopy, I've already masked, and you could tell by all the dust and fluff on it. It's going to need jazzing up a bit. Pull all this tape off, clean it up. And I don't know what that is, but pull all this tape off. Well, we'll see now, see how much damage is on it. Yeah, that's going to need buffing and yeah, it's all stuck on it, so that's why you should pull the tape off instead of just leaving it in the box, because it's all dried like. But we'll go through that together when it's time. That's the old tape technique for seatbelts and harnesses, but we'll pull all that off and we'll start again. But where's the again, that's the photo etch, which we're gonna have to go through and see what we're gonna use from what. But anyway, these are the pods, rockets and carriers. You must say there's no flash or anything. It's all really well detailed, that is. Recessed panel lines. So there's all your pods, fuel tanks, air-to-air missiles. Engines. It's all stuck together, so bear with me. The exhaust covers, the turbines, which we have got photo etch, but in all fairness, I didn't spray the silver off bad, in all fairness, but we'll buff it and respray as we go. So that's them. These are your wheels. By the looks of this, you can have the nose pod open and have the radar on show, which I might look into this, and we might have the nose open so you can see the radar, because that'd be a shame to waste that. You can tell how big the wheels are, how big this kit is. There's the struts for the wheels, and these engines are brilliantly detailed, and I'm going to cut a couple of panels so you can see this with a photo etch as well. It's going to really highlight all the detail. That's an empty sprue, which is probably where the fuselage halves were on. This is... Nah, there was surface detail on here for the instrument panel, but I've sanded it down. So it'll have to be flat anyway to take the photo etch, so we'll carry on with that. And as I said, look at the detail on this. We're gonna definitely make use of that. And some of the doors, there's no, oh, there is. See how big you're gonna have to fill in them sink marks. And the undercarriage open. It's a shame really, but it's quite thick. But we'll do some work with it and see what we can do. But there you are. There's our MIG and our next project. Hopefully you keep up with us on that one. And as I always say, appreciate all the support. I mean, I'm just a modeler who likes modeling. I didn't expect to have any of the support like I get in, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. I mean, if there's anything you want advice on or anything you want to see me build, I don't mind doing it. Just ask. I'm quite an open book that way. And I can't thank you enough for all the support I get, and hopefully catch you on these videos. Appreciate it. Thank you.